BLSP stock update. You can see that BLSP closed the session of the 14th of January 2022 at $0.01. Okay, 6.3 million shares across the tape. It is moving up. Last week when I covered this stock, it was at $0.0008. Now it has since gained how much is that? 25%. Yes, it has since gained 25%, and it's moving. So this is the trend over the last 10 trading sessions. You can see what's going on here. It's a bullish one. Has on a very few occasions dropped below its 10-day moving average, sorry, 50-day moving average, but the momentum is definitely, easily, you can imagine, strongly bullish at the moment, especially over the last 10 trading sessions. So what is certain is that yes, it's a small volume. It's a small volume, 6.3 million. What it indicates is that the spectrum of the market participants is a narrow one, because the stock is a small, the volume is a small one. So that means the spectrum of intentions will be a narrow one. So that's really good. That's really good, because usually when you have very high volumes, there's a good chance, and the stock extends on high volume, there's a good chance that it may retrace again in a subsequent session. Obviously, because a huge volume will always entail a very broad spectrum of intentions of intentions of market participants, but a narrow one would definitely easily entail a very narrow spectrum as well of intentions of market participants. So you may even be surprised. I mean, there may not be so many market participants who push the stock up to where it is right now. Of course we know very well that it is largely down to the effort of a lot of us, who probably contributed money, to get it going. But at the same time as well, the market participants the market makers are not in Canada; they are in the US. So because obviously the stock is still tradable, but will you be able to do so? I mean, if you're residing in Canada, in the US, you may not be able to do so. If your account is domiciled in the US and you're in any part of the world, you will still not be able to do so. So if your account is domiciled in Canada and you're in any part of the world, then you might still be able to participate. But it's possible to be domiciled in the US, but also have it's possible to be in the US and have an account that is domiciled in Canada. So yeah, there are ways around it. It's possible, So I'm not saying that you should go and try and do that. If you really live in the US, you may not be able to succeed in opening an account to get involved and all that stuff. So yes, it's positive, it's good, and we're moving. We just hope that it continues to move up and stay up. The other issue is that some people have been asking, how can the caveat emptor designation be removed? Well, it's always down to the company. We really can't do much about that, because it's really not our business. We all can't disclose the financials. It's the company that has to do that. The much we can do is all what I've been doing, pointing out and saying, actually, this is what's going on. We've got the DRS number over 300, probably over 500 now. This company should be compelled to disclose its financials through legal means. But that's how much we can do. If they're not going to, the regulators are not going to compel them to do so, well, we're still going to be there, waiting and hoping. So is there an intention that they really want to do so? I mean, evidently we can see that if they really wanted to do so, at least they would have come out to say something, but have not had them say anything. So as things stand right now, the stock has now is now above, on this daily chart, is now above all of its moving averages apart from the 200-day moving average. So the last time it was at this sort of level will be all the way back in all the way back in July. That was the last time it was traded at this sort of prices. So fingers crossed when this subsequent session resumes on Tuesday, that will be Tuesday the 18th, I believe. There's a good chance it will continue to extend again, and we will continue to see gains we have not seen before. So this 200-day moving average is at probably is, let me see, is at $0.02 or thereabout, maybe $0.02. So easily there's a good chance we can surpass that 200-day moving average on this daily chart by next week Friday, which will be the 21st of January 2022. So fingers crossed, things are improving. Our effort is gradually working out. Your effort is gradually working out and paying off. We can also see that momentum definitely is strongly bullish, overbought. That's also another I would call it some concern, but it's not the end of the world. It's usually when you have the momentum being overbought, it's yes, there are a few things that can happen here. It will either linger in this overbought condition or fall below it, and when it falls off from it, there's also a chance that the price will also follow suit, because momentum precedes price action. So what simply means that if the next line of action, if it's not going to linger there, will mean that it will probably retrace. And yes, we have seen also the stock, based on this daily chart, at various points it reached 0.01 and also falls below again. So yes, it does happen, so it's expect that to continue to happen. Yes. So moving on, we can see that RSI, I believe the MACD is above the signal line on this momentum indicator as well, and then RSI is strongly bullish as well, overbought as well. So but the accumulation distribution on this daily chart is still bearish, because obviously the sort of volumes we're talking about is very small. The average volume for this stock over the last 1 year is about 122 million. So we're talking about only 10 million in the last 90 days average. So definitely it will still be a bearish one. It will still be trending downwards. So by the time the volumes begin to enlarge and get bigger, then maybe this accumulation distribution chart will indicate otherwise. So amongst other things as well, this is also a validation that it is indeed a very small the participation is very small, because we can only see that it's only about 6 million shares that move the stock upwards. So it just tells you that there are very few people who are there to challenge what is going on, challenge or oppose it as such. So the buyers are definitely in charge. They have the momentum, so they move the needle. The participation is very low. This just what it just goes to say. So yes, we can see it's saying that it appears to be rallying within a longer term bearish trend. Evidently, yes, longer term it is rallying. Evidently, yes, the long term bearish trend. You can see the longer term trend is this one. The 200-day moving average is a bearish one. So it is definitely rallying within a longer term bearish trend, driving its MACD above the signal line. However, the shares remain below a declining 200-day moving average, signifying that the dominant trend remains lower. And you won't believe it, it's outperforming the S&P 500. You won't believe it. Yes, it is. Okay, momentum is strongly bullish. Evidently, we saw that. It's an overbought condition, strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is above 80. Yes, the level which many analysts call overbought. This means that investors have been actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher. That is absolutely the case. Today's volume, or the volume of the 14th of January, was lighter than usual, trading 6.288 million shares versus an average of 122.175 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term selling pressure, no doubt about that, has given way to near term accumulation by traders. So the selling pressure has given way to near accumulation by traders, and at the same time as well, that investors have been actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher. That is absolutely what's going on and fingers crossed, we'll continue. We believe it will continue to extend, but you know, what is the hope of it, of the caveat emptor being removed? It is I can't exactly say that it's very high. I think if you really want to buy this, your best bet is to see if you can open an account in Canada while it's still possible. I think that's the best bet if you really want to get involved and get going, you know. So I'll continue to update you, and thank you very much for watching this video.